Part 2 of this week's lit terms include contradiction, satire, euphemism, and paradox. The root contra means against. A contradiction is the noun form of that root, so it refers to two things going against one another. A self-contradiction occurs when a person makes a point or argument that goes against his or her own reasoning. Examples include when one witness saw the suspect enter the store at 4 o'clock, and another says she saw the suspect enter at 5 o'clock. This is a contradiction in their testimonies. If a husband wants to go home but his wife wants to stay at the party, they have a contradiction of desires or ambitions. A political candidate claims taxes need to be reduced even though he voted to increase taxes last week. This is an example of self-contradiction between his claims and his actions. Satire is a literary style that mocks and or makes fun of something or someone, usually through comedy, subtlety, and or sarcasm. Examples include The Daily Show with Jon Stewart, or A Modest Proposal, a piece of literature wherein the author suggested that poor Irish people sell their children as food to solve their poverty. This wasn't sincere, but rather it mocked the heartless attitude of the wealthy toward the poor. You have to be careful when evaluating satire to make sure that you don't take things literally when they're actually done to mock something else that is being pointed out as extreme or unfair or wrong or foolish. A euphemism is rewording something in a way that makes it sound kinder or softer than it originally is. For example, calling someone fluffy instead of fat, calling someone vertically challenged rather than short, saying the economy is not at its best rather than terribly suffering. A paradox is something that seems contradictory or unbelievable, but may or may not be true. For example, going to war to bring peace. If I tell you I'm a liar, should you believe me? If Pinocchio claims his nose will grow, what will happen? If these seem mind-numbing or confusing, it's because they're supposed to be. That's the nature of a paradox. It doesn't seem like it's supposed to make sense, and in some cases they do, and in some cases they don't.